Hello, hello. Good morning. It is very, very cold here. We have had our first big frost. I just had a memory from 2 years ago, and it was exactly that, a massive frost. So it's got cold. All right, just wait a second. Woke up with a crick in my neck. All right. Good morning. Okay, so we have the moon in Virgo right now. Benji Bum, are you watching? Hello. All right, the moon is in Virgo. There's my Virgo moon boy. All right, so today is a great day to get organized. Get in the office, have a look at your unfinished objects piles, do your filing. It's not so much of doing a budget like when the moon is in Taurus, but doing maybe a life or house assessment. Have a look around and see where your house is reflecting your mind. Do you have clutter everywhere? Are you unorganized? Stuff like that. All right. So now, in the words I've written, it's a great day for hanging out in the office because it is. It's a Virgo moon with Mercury in Gemini conjunct the Sun. All right. So that is fabulous. Mercury is also conjunct Venus. And because the Sun and Mercury are conjunct, they are both sextile Hygeia or that Chiron Hygeia. So the sextile to the Sun is at 4 p.m. All right. Oh, what's going on? It says that there's no one here, but I feel. Ah, look. See? It says no one's here, and I knew you were here. Good morning, Cara. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Susan. Bloody Facebook still says that you're not here, even though I can see you. See? Don't believe the things that you can see. All right. So, yeah. So, now today, with this Chiron sextile being exact, it's been really interesting, actually. I've been looking around at my own world, because it's astrology. And I did have a very big realization last night just through the information that came my way. Because it wasn't me deliberately going, what is the meaning of life? I just had shit come my way that made sense. Good morning, Elizabeth. How are you? So you could be having those type of experiences where you're having a look at your world and you're seeing the relevance, the relationship between things. Maybe you're looking at other people's experience as it relates to you. So that's it's Chiron. He's very subtle. It doesn't mean that you've got to actually have a broken bone sticking out of your body. You can just be looking at the world around you and going, oh my God, I feel that. All right, so healing experiences are here and the cogs are turning in the right way for real progress to be made. You cannot ignore this festering wound. I know that's a bit dramatic, but look at it, clean it, and let the healing begin. All right, so I'll share some of my coaching tips with you for this week. All right, so it is about. Good morning, Kathy. It's about recognizing patterns in your life. All right, so like I said, it could be you looking around your world and going, "Oh my God, I feel that. I relate to that." So it could just be those subtle nuances of the reminder of the experience because you know. Like I said at the beginning of the week, our chart is our chart and we deal with our things on the daily basis. But as we go around and, our chart progresses, our lives mature, we become more self aware and, more able to become functional in our own existence because we're all dysfunctional. We adjust, we recognize, adjust, adapt to patterns of behavior. That self-actualization, that self-awareness, those red flags fly and we're like, oh, okay, previously I've done this and I'm not going to do that again. So this week is about recognizing adjusting patterns. Self-care. Oh my God, that is crucial. How many people have I spoken to this week where self-care is the answer? Like today, the moon in Virgo, it can be very stodgy and stuffy, but it is the principle of healthcare, self-care, service to yourself and others, good dietary habits, that nurse aspect, and Hygieia. She should rule Virgo as well. So we've got this extra layer of oh my God, disinfectant. Like I'm just sort of, I'm just that cleaning, the salve, the balm, the healing principles of us looking at our lives and wanting more, wanting better, wanting to break ancestral patterns. Oh my God, that's a big one. Because like Monday, when Mercury and Venus move into Cancer, and then on the 21st the Sun moves into Cancer, that's us now working on our ancestral stuff, our homes, our families. So you can sense that wheel turning. So right now it is a time for healing yourself, resting if you need. I had 12 hours sleep last night. My God, I'm like, oh, woke up with a crick in my neck, but the fact is, I'm like, I obviously needed to sleep. So, how can what self-care practices can you put into place? At the beginning of the week, I was talking about the implementing strategies and, putting into place boundaries and all those sort of things. So it just does all, flow nicely into this Virgo moon that we have. Thursday, Friday, and up till 4 a.m. Saturday. So 2 solid days of decluttering, working on the processes of the mind, exploring what you think, how you serve others. Part of the Chiron aspect, Chiron is in Aries. It's about us as an individual. It's about us, how we propel ourselves through life, the strategies that we implement in our daily lives to make sure that our own battle is won on our terms. So yeah, being that, that warrior, or the warrior S vibe. Xena, go Xena. All right, so that Chiron is at 4. So we could have some sensitive but positive, because it's a sextile. All right, so all of those things are falling into place and you're like, oh my God, I get it. So I definitely had that experience last night where I was like, wow, okay, I really, really understand what this is about. All right. So now the moon's not doing much for most of the day. All right, it's just floating around, and that's good because we're not going to get so shiny thing. It's good. We're going to be able to strategize, analyze, decompartmentalize, put things back where they belong in your house. All right, declutter. All right. So keep practicing whatever it is that you are determined to master, because you're doing great. And so this is one of those principles. Oh my God, hot flush. It's freezing and I'm like, oh, dying. All right. So, okay. And tap. Well, I've got a reminder down here to tap. So maybe you need to tap too. Maybe that's part of that self-care implementation. What have you got in your toolbox? What modalities have you learned throughout your life to calm your parasympathetic nervous system? I mean, we're all here in some sort of spiritual or, healing aspect. We have therapists, we have, all of those modalities, Virgo, healthcare. Okay, so sorry, all right, so that opposition to Saturn starts at 2 p.m. All right, so if we're just sort of floating around for half of the day and then we get our, okay, I'm now determined to do the thing, starts at 2 p.m. All right, so the opposition to Saturn isn't until early Friday morning, but it just gives us the afternoon to sort of, the morning to clean up and then the afternoon to actually set the tasks that we want to achieve, because our offices are clean, or our palette has now been given room to work with. Maybe that was it. The imagery was a clean canvas. So what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it, So as I was saying yesterday, the week ends with Venus square Neptune. Good morning, Alicia. How are you? So, as we're processing and working through all of this stuff, we get to challenge the illusion that we have in that Pisces subconscious realm. What are these inner belief systems that we have that Venus is like thinking about going, actually, no, I'm going to challenge that belief because it's not something that I actually believe now. So that could be something. And in addition to that opposition to Saturn, there is an inconjunct to the South Node. So what are we doing? We are logically looking at things with the moon, and we are making adjustments with the things that we are releasing. And they could be, that me versus we sort of, because it's a south node, so it's in Libra, so it's how we associate with people, partnerships, that two people involved. So Chiron in Aries being healing the individual, and that south node being about how I function with other people. So, hello, Daniel. How are you? Mwah. Hey, look, everyone. Look what I did for Daniel. Oh, for Little Miss Rain. But how cute is this? How cute. I'm just going to finish it off. But oh my God, I love it. Yay. So it looks like this Jupiter transit, I make teddy bears. All right, let's pull a card. Daniel's on top of a roof right now, so you be careful up there, darling. Okay. The card. Wow, I'm sensing New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud, or something like that. Okay, that's just what popped into my head right now. Oh, oh my God, look! How New Zealand is that? Wow, there we go. Okay, all right. So, I mean, the King of Swords, I feel like he is a master of his thoughts. And how much is this Virgo, that processing of the mind? So, so sit with the, while, if you do declutter or sit and process your thoughts today, you know, have that mature, rational, it's the king, he's a master. He's like sitting there, and the observation of what's going on before that rational decision is made. So declutter, put things back where they live, where they go, process random thoughts, in the sense that, the moon in Virgo is analyzing, while that south node is releasing, is the, oh my God, no, I don't believe that now. Okay, thank you for your service. Off you go. So, um, so yeah, I mean, you all know, you have your own interpretations of what the King of Swords is. So, I mean, if it is something different for you, then please own that. That is great. But yeah, I know that I am going to hang out in my office today. Michael's home today, so oh my God, I'll be able to get some work done. Such a shocker when people aren't here, when I'm on my own. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Abby. How are you? I did just draw the King of Swords. I'll give you a quick recap because I'm going to jump off. So today we have the Moon in Virgo, guys. So get into your offices or have a look at your house, your world, declutter, process your thoughts, release the things that you no longer need. There is a sextile to Sun, sextile Chiron at 4 p.m. So we may be able to see how, our Chiron, wherever that sits for you, I mean, that's going to be getting triggered or reverberated. Like, what is that core wound that you have to deal with? Is it about you not being worthy? Is it about your words not being heard? Is it about, like, where does it sit for you? How is this coming up for you? Like mine is in Aries in the second house. So I'm very open with you about my own chart. So mine is about my individual gift being worthy, and here I am. I'm giving you my perception of astrology in the world, and I know that it's worthy. There's my Chiron return. So yeah, oh my God, yes, absolutely. Make sure that you double check details. It is Mercury, it is Virgo. Analyze all those terms and conditions. Yeah, there we go, Abby. There we go. Old thoughts, old patterns showing up and then being shocked when I observe it. I was saying at the beginning, Abby, that last night I became aware of my own stuff through random information that came my way. That was like oh my God, here's the universe giving it to me on a platter in a way that I can understand and digest without even, it just came my way like, oh, look at this. So yeah, go through your day. Just continue to be Virgo. All right, analyze, compartmentalize. Yeah. Um, we've done our part. Waiting on another party. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that might have been part of that square to Saturn as well, Jen. The waiting is because details aren't finalized. That's it. And good breathing is perfect. All right, ladies, I will see you tomorrow. Just a heads up, like I said, for that Saturn opposition starting at 2 p.m. It finishes early tomorrow morning, and we do have a lot of feels around tomorrow. So just as Jen just said, breathe deeply. There are quite a few squares during the most of the day. So a lot of tension, adjustment, um, and also, how well have you learned the lesson? Because this is going to be how you react to things that are coming. All right. So, very much the universe going, you've done this before, here's those flags. How are you going to act when this similar type energy comes up tomorrow? So, be true to yourself and breathe. Oh, okay. You've still got 11 days. It will be done, Jen. It will be done. Mwah. Have a fabulous day, ladies. And gents, if you're still here, Daniel.